That thing moved and freaked me out. I forgot I got the fan on. Holy shnikes, that scared me. Welcome to the live stream. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And depending on when you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, good brunch to you, good dinner. That's a lunch dinner word I created many, many moons ago. Ah, yes. Welcome. I'm Rob. This is a news, entertainment, sarcasm, ironical, satirical commentary live stream that happens Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. One day America is going to switch over to the 3-day work week. One day when the working class unites. When these people that work for a living but think they're capitalists wake up and understand that if you work for a living, you're working class. You're not a capitalist. And once they get organized enough, just like when we got the weekend and many other rights in this country, the right to a weekend. What happened to the right to party? I guess you gotta fight for that right. Rest in peace, Ad Rock. Are all the Beastie Boys gone? I don't know. But one day, once we organize and the week cuts down to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, who would be against that? Right, left, blue, red, purple, green, yellow, orange, iridescent. No matter who you identify with, who would be against a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday work week? I understand the CEOs would be, but who in your right mind? I know there's all these grind 24/7 people, but goddamn, if you want to work 5-7 days a week, you can. Let the rest of us have a 3-day work week. Blah, hello, good to see you, Blah. Thanks for coming back. You obviously hit the notification bell. I know YouTube's been a little funny. Not I, says Blah, right? I love the people who are like, I work 7 days a week, 400 hours a week. Good for you, but who cares? I bet your family hates you, if you even have one. I'll tell you what, my wife's a nurse. She works long-ass hours, and it's nothing to brag about. So yeah, even when America cuts down, hopefully soon, to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and if you're just joining, hit subscribe and the notification bell. We're on to 1,500 subscribers. We cracked 1,400. Thank you very much. But I ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I live stream every weekday, 5 days a week. One day, America's going to go down to a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday work week. One day. And the working people just got to realize, like, if we come together and push for that, it will happen. Who, say in the chat if you're against working 3 days a week. Please, I need to identify who the F is against a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday work week. Please. I don't care if you're red, blue, yellow, iridescent, purple, red, green, orange, peanut butter colored. I don't care. I just want to know. Because this rugged individualism, people thinking, oh, it means you're tough if you work 7,000 hours a week and never see your kids. Like, it's the dumbest concept in the world. Oh, a lot of people. Hi, do you sing? No, do you, Faith? Lingenfelter? With that kind of name, I'd think you were in the, what's that movie with Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams, where they sing in that Swedish contest? Eurovision. Do you sing? Hi, dude. I like your beard, man. Hi, why? Thank you, horror. And I like how you typed your name. Always jail time. Terrifying name. Are you a boy or a boy, girl, or transformer? Transformer. How can we afford the economy, though? Blah. Oh, blah. Blah. Good question. The economy doesn't work right now. And just like 100 years ago, roughly 100 years ago, when Henry Ford and Captain Kellogg, Tom Kellogg, whoever made the Kellogg's cornflakes and Frosted Flakes, if you look it up, it's called cornflake capitalism. And this was a real thing at the time that the titans of industry figured we're keeping people working 7 days a week, and not enough people are buying our stuff. And when they and the unions cut down, the unions were fighting for it, and they relented. Henry Ford notoriously was anti-union and stuff, but when he gave his workers 2 days off, helping to solidify the weekend, he found out that uh, productivity went up. People had more purchasing power and more time to spend with the things that they purchased, and it boosted the economy. So I know it sounds, I mean, people will scare you into believing, but this is already proven from history. Like, just look up cornflake capitalism, look up Henry Ford and the weekend. And if you read, there's a great book. Where is it? Where is it on my bookshelf? Utopia for Realists by Rutger Bregman. Hold on one second. This book right here. Rutger Bregman, Dutch historian, absolutely amazing author. He's the guy who went on Tucker Carlson, and his episode never aired. He called Tucker Carlson a mouthpiece, a millionaire mouthpiece for billionaires. He talks about cornflake capitalism and the 3-day work week in this book. So I highly, highly recommend reading that book. I think I have diarrhea. What should I do? Probably not be on this live. Jefe Udete Broke. Du Bois, Deuteronomy. He defends the cause of the fatherless and the widow and loves the alien, giving him food and clothing. Okay. Deuteronomy is an old book, right? I pay for a house I'm never in. Blah. Amen. You're not Yeah. Giddy. Chris Robinson, are you okay? I think Chris had a stroke and just smashed his face against the keyboard. My God. Somebody help that man. Yo, I'm 6'4" and 13 years old. Good for you, Austin. You should be in bed. Go to bed, Austin. Perfect. Thank you. I'll read it. Can I be a mod? Oh, yes. Yes. How do I make people mods? I keep saying I'm going to look that up. Side Hustle Addict. Ooh, here we go. Interesting name. Serious question. From your knowledge and expertise, what do you recommend for people that have a thumb stuck in their bum? Thanks for the advice. Well, this is a very important question. I would say rotate. Austin, no. There's that 13-year-old spirit. Hurrah! Okay, so if you saw the, just kidding, sorry, Jess Price. I didn't see your original, I didn't see, oh my God, these people, yeah, blah. I don't know how to, make you, you like that answer? Side hustle? Like your videos. Thank you, Austin, I appreciate that. I got another one I'm working on. The script is difficult. Anybody else having a hard time writing? My goodness. And again, just want to plug this book. I feel like this is now a book club. Utopia for Realists, Rutger Bregman. Excellent book. Bought it from my brother. Bought it from my best friend. If I had more money, blah, I'd buy it for you. Okay. So I was talking about, or I named this Sugar Ray Leonard. This thing ain't working. I titled this the Do Not Comply Movement. I don't know if you have been on Twitter lately. It's called X, as in Elon Musk's ex-children, ex-wife. I love books too. I love lots of books. So many books. I have too many books. Too many books. Books in boxes. I could write a Dr. Seuss book about how many books I have. Books on books. I'll order it, no problem. Yeah, you can find it pretty cheap too. I would not get it through Amazon. I do not like to buy anything from Mr. Bezos. But usually eBay has some great sellers. Soodle? Jesse Bryce. My goodness, you and your Soodle. I don't know what that is, but it sounds disgusting. It sounds like something went wrong with your soup dish. And I can't think of what the dull would be. A soodle? Sounds like a soup pancake. Like if you just poured soup into a pan and tried to fry it up into a pancake. That actually doesn't sound that bad. Imagine that. Tomato soup pancakes. Anyways, the do not comply movement we're going to talk about in a minute. And if you're new here, please hit subscribe and the notification bell. Blah, I appreciate you. And I'm going to remind myself this weekend to look into mods because I need some. It's cool though because when we go live, a bunch of people jump in and then it thins out. I don't know what they're doing. Are people just? Let me ask you: if you're still here, because it only shows one person, but if you're still here, are you just scrolling YouTube to look to jump in lives? It's interesting. DG. That sounds like a personal problem, my homie. My life advice for you is shower. Simple. They're bored. Yeah. Well, welcome. Come one, come all bored, folks. We're going to talk about a few different things. And if you're new here, I link all of what's a shower. See, that's the problem, DG. That's the problem. You know, somebody, if you act a fool outside, I'm sure somebody will spray you down with the hose, and that will also take care of the issue. So I would just say go outside, get real loud if it's late at night, and some neighbor will come out and hose you down. Sounds like a Dollar General. um, all right, so I put all the links to the articles down in the description. I highly encourage you to read these for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Was that LeVar Burton? Who said, don't take my word for it? LeVar Burton said, like, read a book. It's in a book. It's reading. No, what did he say? LeVar Burton of Reading Rainbow said something at the end. I think it was, don't take my word for it. And then he read a book. Anyways, if you know, please leave that in the comments. So I link all the articles down below. And I want to talk about, before we get into the do not comply movement and the irony of that, it's hilarious to me, these people that are like anti-government unless our dictator's in there. And then we do exactly what he says. I miss Reading Rainbow too. Good God, what a show. And you know what? They don't make shows like that anymore. Mr. Rogers, Reading Rainbow, Bill Nye. Like, Bill Nye revamped his show and it became like controversial. And like Fox News was like, who's this fucking guy on TV trying to teach about climate? UNC, guess what I did at work today? I don't want to guess. I also want to talk about this other article that I linked down below. Blah. I mentioned that in the beginning. No. Listen, when I signed on to, yeah, you see it move right there? So when I went live, I forgot I had my fan on, so I was looking at the picture because when I was sitting like this, it looked like the bird was on my head, and it did that, and it freaked me out. So I got horrified for a second. If you go back and watch the beginning when I upload this, you'll see I froze a little bit, and I totally forgot I have the fan on because it's a little hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So yeah, that's just a fan. Pay no attention. I should have not even addressed it and just been like, no, I don't. I think you're crazy. The picture ain't moving, and then let that happen. Next time we'll do that. Blah. Another good inside joke. All right, but I want to talk about this. The FTC. I got drunk as a skunk on the clock and forgot to slice pizza before I sent it out for delivery. Aw, man, don't be drunk at work. You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble. Just take CBD. That's not legal advice. The FTC bans fake online reviews, inflated social media influence, and this rule will take effect in October. Now, I'm the manager, bro. Best manager ever. Oh, I don't know if anybody watched Regular Show with Mordecai and Rigby. Greatest show ever. But this is amazing because I don't know if you've ever bought a product, but I base a lot of what I buy off of reviews or people's word of mouth or research. You know what I mean? Like going to obscure websites and seeing if I can find like that one thing that's wrong with it that will lead me to a different purchase. And I feel like a lot of these reviews, especially if you go like, let's say Amazon. I usually try not to buy from Amazon, but if you go to Amazon, you'll notice that there are like 1,000 5-star reviews, and underneath every single one, they're like, item's great. And then it says this item was gifted for free. So it's basically me to then it's trash. Hey, Haneen Marwin. Good to have you here. We're talking about the FTC banning fake online reviews. Jojo Siwa is enemies with her tampon. I believe that. That's probably truth. You're speaking sports broads. It's probably truth. But nobody knows. You know, that's a personal battle that she has to fight all on her own. She could dance it out, dance off against a tampon. That'd be an interesting cartoon. But what's also fascinating about this article, and again, I link all these articles down below in the description. If you're new, please hit subscribe. I do a live entertainment, satirical comedy entertainment. Did I say entertainment? Hopefully this is entertaining. Sometimes the chat is more entertaining than this. Live stream 5 days a week. I also do videos if you want to go watch them. They're older, but I'm coming out with another one. Leave me alone. But what's fascinating about this is not just that they're going to, I don't know what the punishment's going to be. Let's be honest. Like, these companies pay people, give free things for a 5-star review, sucker you into buying it because you see 100 5-star reviews. And then you realize, oh, this is shit. You know, this is not a good product. And it's infuriating. And I've seen multiple people fall for this. In fact, that's why I tell people, like, don't buy from Amazon. It's all Amazon affiliates who are basically third-party Chinese sellers. That's why Temu got so big, because they were like, oh, we could just do this on our own for like a nickel. You know, we don't need to go through Jeff Bezos. But you can't really buy any name brand stuff anymore because Amazon Basics basically ripped off anything that was a genuine small company. And these third-party sellers, the advertisers you see on YouTube saying like, are you doing drop ship on Amazon? You moron. Now we're all hacking the system and selling piss in bottles to people. You know, it's like some crazy stuff where they're like, are you not tenfolding your money every week? Then pay me and I'll, you know, give you a PowerPoint program on how to sell on Amazon. And you're like, Jesus Christ, is this what YouTube advertising is? Like, is this the epitome of it? So hopefully, you know, this ruling will kind of cut back on those fake, they're not even, well, sometimes they're very fake, but you know, the pay to play reviews, which throw people off. You know, if you're not pinching every penny like I am, and you know, highly detailed with your research, you might get fooled. You might get fooled. You might get fooled. But what's also fascinating about this is it says this ban also forbids marketers from exaggerating their own influence by, for example, paying for bots to inflate their follower count. Now, I do not pay. I know there's a couple of sites where you can pay to see who has fake followers. And I've seen people reveal those things. But this should be amazing. The biggest one I think of is Elon Musk. And I pointed this out when he took over Twitter. He has something like 100 million followers. I don't know. He is in the millions, like tens or hundreds of millions of followers. And I always thought it was fascinating that when he tweets something, it gets like 60,000 likes. And I'm like, bro, that ratio, like if I get 1 like on my tweets, usually I don't, but if I get 1 like on my tweets, my ratio of likes to followers is better than his, and he has like 100 million followers. And then people started pointing out like, oh, he's got a ton of bots following him. So that influence is fake. It's artificial. But what happens is if he tweets something and those bots all see it, it's going to get pushed to a wider audience. So it's kind of like this, you know, never-ending big infinity loop snowball of followers and subscribers and bots feeding into itself. I do not know how the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, can enforce this. I don't know if they have like a gun division where they, you know, go out with stun guns and tasers and they're like, fake followers, or if they can put them in front of a judge or trial by jury in like in Batman 2 with Scarecrow, where he made people walk the ice. I don't know if any of these things are how the FTC works. Again, I don't work for the FTC. Terry Charms, what's up? Hey, Rob. I don't know why I said that like that. Sorry, but I was reading your thing. Hey, Rob. Hey, Terry. Good to see you again. We're talking about, well, there's a few different articles. We're going to talk about the irony of the do not comply movement. If you could hit the like button and subscribe and notification bell, it'd be amazing. I just got to keep saying that because we're on to 1,500, by the way. I just want to take a quick moment to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. You are my family, and I'm so grateful for you because I never thought I'd see the day we cracked 1,400. I mean, Philly DeFranco's got to be pooping in his shoes right now. That's how scared he is. His poop went straight from his shorts right into his shoes. That dude's got to be shivering in his timbers because, let's face it, we're closing in on him. I know he has 7 million followers. I know he's one of the biggest YouTubers. But listen, fuck me if I'm wrong, but I think we're going to hit 7 million. I think we're going to surpass Philly DeFranco. These live streams, the family that keeps coming back, I'm telling you, I didn't think we'd cross 1,400. I think we're going to cross 1,500. No, I know we're going to cross 1,500, and I just want to thank all of you for... You'll own nothing and be happy. That's one of my favorite things ever. But so thank you. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. And if you could, keep subscribing, keep hitting the notification bell, and keep joining the lives because these are much more fun with you. Like Terry Charm says, you'll own nothing and be happy. Isn't that funny? How everything is a subscription nowadays. Like someone tried to give me a hard time because I had No, it was my wife. We were cleaning out the garage. And she goes, what are you going to do with this box? I go, they're my DVDs. And she's like, we don't need those anymore. I was like, my dead body. You will not get rid of these. I said, F me if you think I'm going to be restricted to what Amazon and Disney Plus want me to watch. Fuck them. Sorry, YouTube. I'd like advertisers someday. But, in all reality, fuck both of them. They're not going to tell me what I'm going to watch. Like if I want to watch a cult classic like God Money. Have you ever seen God Money? God Money was on VHS. I don't even know if it's on DVD. God Money, okay? And good luck finding the movie PCU, Portchester University, also known as Politically Correct University, with Jeremy Piven, Jon Favreau, Happy Hogan, Iron Man sidekick, the guy who writes like Marvel movies and Jungle Book for Disney now. He was a fat guy with dreads, a fat stoner with dreads in PCU. You don't believe me? Kids, the 90s were a wild time, okay? Go look that up. And good luck finding it, by the way. They don't sell it at Best Buy. And I own that movie. So, when my wife was like, the DVDs, I was like, oh, fuck no. Oh, no, you don't. No, my children will know a great DVD collection. They will look at that and say, look, this is my dad's vintage DVD collection. Just like kids nowadays are saying stuff about records, whatever. In 10, 15 years, they'll be like, you own that on DVD? We rent everything and digitally download it into our brain chips that Elon Musk said we all need to have 7 days a week on so he can monitor what we're doing at work home, whatever you're going to call it. God Money isn't always looking for the cure. God Money. That song, I believe, was from that movie. You're sitting on gold, man. Listen, blah. I'm not only sitting on gold with my DVD collection, but I got fucking Beanie Babies, yo. Beanie Babies. Remember those? Let's play Do You Have a Job? Bozra. God knows I ain't got a job. Come on, man. What do you think? I'm some kind of serious person. I had a career. I lost it, if you'd like to make fun of that. I worked in radio, and then they didn't renew my contract. That was 7 years ago. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bozra. Try to knock me down. I'm a man with nothing. Joke's on you. I have some too. Yes. I just found another one the other day. I'm telling you, man. But listen, they weren't mine. My mom and my aunt back in the 90s thought Beanie Babies, like eBay was coming online. And they were selling Beanie Babies on like eBay in the early days. And like, listen, my aunt was making a living on this. This was like a real side hustle for folks. And then like the collection kind of stacked up and I saved a few of them. We have like the Queen Elizabeth one, or I forget. We have a few that are like OG Beanie Babies. I live with my parents. No, Bozra. My parents died when I was in my early 20s. My brothers were 15 and 16. I wish I lived with my parents. In fact, I think that's the problem with a lot of Americans today, that everybody assumes that everybody has parents and they get to live with them. But no, I've been on my own for 22 years now. Um, Dude, I have them fancy Barbie dolls from forever ago. My mom, oh, speaking of my mom dying, she left me, well, not much, but she left, that I still hold on to, a Wizard of Oz Dorothy Barbie doll that I'm going to give to my daughter. Well, that's sad. Is it? With no job? Well, I do have a job. I'm feeding into it. I used to make 6 figures a year, Bozra. Um, like go for $800. Yeah, listen, some of these you got to find the right buyer though. Beanie Babies. I got my mom's Disney pins. Yo, Disney pins are for real. Um, okay, so I just want to keep talking about this FTC thing real quick because I do not know how the Federal Trade Commission is going to enforce from marketers using fake reviews, such as those generated with AI technology and other misleading advertising practices. And this happens all the time. And sometimes you fall victim to it, you don't realize it till it's too late, which has happened to me. And that's why I got real keen on these reviews and the AI reviews. If you ever want to know if a picture's AI, look at the fingers. But I want to know how. So my old boss in radio, speaking of making 6 figures, this dude is making much more than 6 figures probably. And he's a horrible person too, just like mean. Just me. You think when you have that much money, like life would be good. You get to go on vacations. And he was just a miserable prick. Abusive to women. Fucking had tantrums all the time. I would be like, what are you yelling about? Like, just talk to me like an adult. Guy could not handle his emotions. Small dick thought, like, money makes me big, money makes me man. This fucking guy's such a loser. And essentially I found out he has like 100,000 followers on Twitter or something. Most of them are fake, like 70%. People that pay, I won't pay for the service, but they were showing. AI is rampant. But how does the Federal Trade Commission enforce this? Does anybody know? Like, I don't know if they have like the FTC has a division where they can send people out with batons and riot gear, and they're like, all right, Google, you've been doing AI reviews on your new chat bot. We're gonna, we're gonna fuck you up. Like, can they do that, or is it just a fine? Because if the punishment for this is a fine, then it's not illegal for wealthy people. Remember that. If the punishment for a crime or breaking the law is a fine, it's only illegal for poor people because poor people can't afford the fine, which could potentially lead to jail. But if it's only a monetary punishment, then that means the financially stable, the companies that make billions of dollars, they go, oh, $5,000? Yeah, we'll pay that. We pay $20,000 for the millions of followers that we're paying for, So it doesn't make sense. The beating will be deemed a glitch. So keep an eye out for this taking effect in October. Let's see if it changes. Let's hold their feet to the fire. Let's see if they can reel it in. Let's see if these fake followers will actually disappear. Like, what happens? How do they crack down on that? They're going to have a cyber division. You know what I mean? Like, and do we report it? Do we get to report it somewhere? Because I'd like to report Elon Musk having fake followers. That's very obvious. Like, dude, your followers aren't real. What was the other thing? Oh, before we get into the do not comply, the irony of the do not comply movement, which I just saw trending on Twitter, and I thought, Jesus H. What was Jesus's middle name, anyways? If it was H, I figure it's Hope. I think it's Jesus Hope Christ. But I could be wrong. I'm just a YouTuber with no job. Or the best job in the world. Live streamer. Thank you, Bozra. Hit subscribe and the notification bell. So before we get into the irony of the do not comply, I don't know if you're into LAIKA Studios, LAIKA Studios. They are the movie studios that do I don't know if it's claymation. I think that's what you classify it as. He didn't have a middle name. They only gave him first and last names when they were from. That's right. First names and where they were from. Jesus the Nazarene. That's what they called him. That's right, Terry. I like your wit. Very smart. They would call him Jesus the Nazarene. Christ just meant the Messiah. I'm a Bible nerd. I read the Bible too much every day. And I'm very fascinated with the story of Jesus. So, if you're into LAIKA Studios, then you know what I'm about to talk about. And if you don't, I highly encourage you. You know, I'm obviously well versed in this because my kids were obsessed with Coraline. I mean, from the ages of, it was weird too, because when they were real young, like this is all they would want to watch. Coraline, Paranorman, Kubo and the Two Strings. I bet you have, Mike, eh? And that's why you're sitting alone, brother. Because when you're farting all day, nobody wants to be near you. But it's okay. You're welcome here. Make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell, Mike A. We don't mind if you've been farting all day. Nobody's going to sit next to you. In fact, that's probably why your avatar is green. It used to be purple. Dude is farting so hard, his avatar turned green. But LAIKA Studios, Coraline, Paranorman, Kubo. They just did the Sasquatch movie with Zach Galifianakis. I forget what it was called. And it is... What else do they do? They've done something else. Oh, I can't remember it. But they just released, it's not even a teaser trailer. I've talked about this, like we used to just get trailers for movies. Then they did teaser trailers. This one, what the fuck was it called? Hold on. I'm gonna find out. It's, I can't play it, I'm sorry. Oh, look, I'm just gonna pause it, I'm gonna show you, because I can't play it. The last time I did a live stream and I played some of the Olympics, they fucking blocked my video in all these countries, so I'm not playing it, but I'll just show you real quick. I don't know if you can see that. It says Wildwood title reveal. And I've been, listen, if you've been a long time, Blah probably knows, Terry probably knows. If you've been a long time subscriber and you've been on the live stream before, I've been calling this for a long time. This has been a long time coming. I said we went from trailers, where you got the trailer of the movie, to teasers, to I didn't know what to call the next thing. And I love LAIKA Studios, but God damn it, LAIKA, you're setting a bad example right now, okay? And you do great work, but no, go to your room. LAIKA Studios is doing a title reveal trailer. It's just a trailer to reveal the title. They play bits of the other movies that they've done, which are all amazing. And then they play this one short bit of what you can expect in this movie, and it zooms out to the title. Is that not insane? I mean, let me have a little asterisk here. I love LAIKA Studios. I can't wait to see this movie, Wildwood, where the title trailer was just released today. But I'm going to be honest. This is getting insane. This is like Mr. Beast editing every 1 second of his video so people don't blink while they watch it. This is absolutely absurd. And it's starting to get treacherous because once other companies see this, they're going to go, oh, we could do a title trailer. Why don't we just do like the actor trailer? And we just do a trailer of the actor's face that's going to be in the movie. Like, what comes after this? You know what I mean? Like, just give us the... Don't talk about it until you got the trailer. We just want the trailer. We don't want a teaser to the trailer. We don't want the title trailer, teaser to the title trailer. We just want the movie trailer. God damn these companies. Rude. Thank you. That's a hook. Ryan Reynolds, what's up? My favorite Deadpool. Are you from Canada? I want the title trailer. Well, God damn it, Mike. That's why you fart in your room alone. You're that person. Now listen, I'm not mad that they gave us a title trailer. I just think this is really setting a bad example because other companies are catching wind of this. It's already got... Oh, wait, this was 12 hours ago when I pulled this up. 76,000 views. Maybe it still has 76,000. Oh, mother... I just closed it. 76,000 views. I don't think it's on trending, so maybe Austin. Yo, what up again? Um, but if you haven't seen, if you're into Leica Studios, the claymation, the Coralines, and the what is the Zach Galifianakis movie? The Bigfoot one. I forget what it's called. The Sasquatch one. I can't remember what it's called. This is driving me nuts. Kubo, Two Strings, Paranorman. Great movies. Absolutely some of the most creative stuff out today. Have you ever seen Kill Tony? No, I haven't. Now I gotta look that up. Mike A, good question. I thought I saw Bigfoot earlier, and that's not even a joke. I almost broke out my camera and started filming, and then I realized it was a huge ass boulder, and the branches were swaying in front of it, which made it was like an optical illusion, and it made the rock look like it was moving, and it terrified me. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but it's weird that you ask. I believe in Bigfoot, and that literally happened a few hours ago. It was a little dark out too, so don't blame me, okay? Ryan, stop making your own mobile commercials and go eat a mint. I hate that Ryan Reynolds does those Mint Mobile commercials, and they're always here on YouTube, because you know he sold Mint Mobile to like T-Mobile or something. I forget. You could look it up. I just don't care enough to know the facts of it, but he sold it to a bigger company. Like, he doesn't even own it. It's such a joke, and he's always bragging about it. We charge you $5 an hour for the name to be Mint, and you pretend like you have my phone company, where really they're on like T-Mobile's, service. He's just, I don't know. It's like the knockoff T-Mobile or whatever. I'll forever be in people's eardrums until everyone on earth is saving money on their phone bill. Ryan Reynolds committing to the act. Fucking love you. You are pulling it off, my friend. You are pulling it off like a true namesake. Good work. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. That if you're into Leica Studios, Wildwood did a title reveal trailer. I couldn't believe it. When I saw like Wildwood title reveal, I thought, oh great, they're doing a movie trailer. And then the beginning of the first 30 seconds of their other movies, and I went, holy shit, these companies really figured out how to make a teaser trailer smaller. And that is what they call a title reveal. So I guess they're all kind of taking, I found you, Lemon Cartoon. You joined the Discord. That's you, right? SpongeBob in there? I think that's you. Pretty sure it's you. And if you don't know, I started a Discord. I know Discord's getting some, suspect attention right now because of the Mr. Beast stuff, but we're nothing like Mr. Beast over here. Okay? Yeah, good to have you in the Discord. I keep forgetting to check it, and then I go on when I'm in the middle of something. So my apologies, but we're gonna get that. I hope these farts don't linger either, man. That's what the Cranberry song was for, Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to, Mike A? Let your farts linger. But yeah, we got a Discord. Link is down in the description. If you are on Discord, you can join up. We all chat in there, but we're just not on all at the same time, or I'll jump on, and then Lemon Cartoon was like, hey, what's up? And I was coming in the door, and I was like, motherfucker, I gotta set some time aside. How do I get one? It's an app, and it's basically like social media app. It's a place where there's a space. It's like Threads or space. I don't know. Like, you just type on it. But there's also voice chat, and you could post stuff. It's cool. So look up Discord. I'm old, so I don't know exactly how it works, but I got one, and we started one for this channel. So, all right, now we're gonna talk about the heat. The heat. Where is it? Where did I put it? I don't want to talk about this. But yeah, please, blah, because we'd love for you to join. Bandito's in there, Lemon Cartoon, Koo, the Freestyler. There's a bunch of people starting to join up. Again, once we figure out how to utilize it, I think it will be better. But once enough people get in there and we can all converse, it'll be fun. And that's why I wanted to start it. So that way, outside the live streams, or if you guys ever want to post something in there like, hey, did you see this story? Or if we're talking about Beanie Babies and you want to post a picture of them, that would be cool. Oh, that's what I should do. That's what I should do. I'm going to go find, we just moved, so I got a bunch of stuff in storage, but I'll find some of the Beanie Baby photos and we can compare beanies. Um, all right, so if you could see this title, they're calling a Mpox outbreak happening soon here. I guess it's happening in Africa, but as much as that concerns me, and listen, my wife's a nurse, so the past like 4 years have been absolutely uh, treacherous for her. It's been a very difficult time. Nurses are definitely mistreated, overworked, and underpaid. But what I found fascinating about this, and if you're on Twitter, you can go see, of course, Elon Musk's website has this as like the number one trending thing, even though if you try to Google it, it's pretty hard to find. Um, she is a strong woman, I'll tell you. She's much stronger than I am. She carries this household. She carries the family. She is my rock and anchor. She is, it's hard to put into words. You know, she's tough as nails. Uh, but what was interesting about this, it wasn't really the health aspect or anything about that. It was the people when you look up the hashtag, because you can look up the hashtag and it will show you all like the top tweets. And they're kind of random. They're everywhere. Some of them are about the title something ruling. There's some ruling that the Supreme Court passed down recently. And then some are about, you know, what we just went through in the early 2020s with health mandates and lockdowns or whatever. Again, I'm going to be careful what I say on this platform because, you know, I'm a budget. What is it called? Not a bludgeoning. Budgeoning? What's that word? It's a weird word. Budgeoning? But you know, I'm an up and coming YouTuber, so I gotta tread lightly here. But what I found interesting was the people that were saying do not comply. The people that would put a tampon on their ear for their supreme leader to all follow him and comply to what he says. The party that has defined itself as all having to agree with what one man does, and if not, they're exorcised from, you know, like it's a religion, like they're excommunicated from the party if they don't go along with what one guy says. One guy that says, me, I, and only I can solve all these issues, and everybody has to agree, and if you don't, again, you are outcast, you are looked upon as a pariah. And I thought that is funny that the people who say stuff like that, the people who say do not comply, are the ones who comply the hardest. And don't get me wrong, this happens on both sides of the aisle. And don't get me wrong, I love the motto, do not comply. I mean, resist is kind of my existence. But I just find it deeply and deliciously ironic that a lot of these people wearing tampons on their ear, yelling, do not comply, or yes, all hail Supreme Leader, like that pillow guy who went to the ends of the earth and gone broke and looks ragged and, you know, just rough. That guy looks like he hasn't got a good night of sleep, and the irony of him making a great pillow and having a pillow company is, you know, probably lost on him. But he's doing it all in the sake of complying with what the Supreme Leader says. They give us a choice to decide, but freedom isn't free. Well, that is very true. You're not cool. Maria Leal. Well, that's the truth. I'm not. I don't know who told you I was Maria. Whoever told you I was cool lied to you. Sorry about that. Full apology. You can get your refund when you hit the subscribe button. And you got to hit the like button too. And then I think you'll get a refund. How much did you pay? Nothing, right? Okay. Yeah, you'll get that back. Just hit subscribe, notification bell, and the like button, and you'll get all of that right back. So yeah, this whole do not comply thing, it's just, there's such a deep, delicious irony of the people who follow every word of one man. Every freaking word. If he says it, it's the Bible truth. Just like if he says he reads the Bible and then says 2 Corinthians, people go, man's ordained by God. Those are the people saying do not comply. My God. Ice cold. Oh, all right. So I think those were all the stories. I really highly, highly suggest, even if you don't have kids, okay, I'm going to say this. If you don't have kids, Coraline and the movies that Leica Studios do are great art. They're some of the most fantastic art that has come out nowadays. Not AI. This is all hand done. And if you own the DVDs, like we talked about earlier, I still own DVDs. I refuse to just rent everything, have to subscribe to witness anything. People, we need to own things. You understand how shit's going, right? First they want you to subscribe, you know, to watch movies, then it's subscribe to eat your food, then it's, I mean, where does it end? Do not comply, folks. And you know what? That's the other thing. The do not comply people. Where are your asses when companies are like, we're going to raise prices? We're going to raise prices on chips again. Where's your do not comply spirit then? I don't see you out going, we're not buying these chips then. But if Bud Light does something with their can, you cheering on Kid Rock for shooting them? Jesus, man. Get it together. Where are your morals, ethics, and where is your mind? When they want to charge you more for the same bag with less chips, you're like, oh, yes, yes, sir. As long as you support, whoever I believe in. But, I don't know. None of that makes sense. Back to LAIKA Studios. But just remember that, okay? Please, the do not comply crowd. Like when these corporations are ready to stick it to you, where's that do not comply spirit? Put on some Rage Against the Machine. If you even own a CD. My God. What do you got? Spotify, Apple Music? I own CDs, okay? You know how hard it is to find a car that has a CD player? Jesus. For real, we're hungry. We are hungry out here. Off guard. Hello. If you're new, I live stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Hit the subscribe and notification bell so you can join up. We got a great family here. Some of them are in the chat tonight. Terry, blah. Sacrifices, priorities. You have to choose a side. Don't delay. Ain't that the truth? So welcome, Off Guard. Oh yeah. That's a CD and a DVD next to each other. Most of y'all probably don't remember laser discs. I had to watch those in science class. I'll never forget, my teacher brought out this big laser disc and was like, this is the future. And I thought, Jesus, I hope not. Because, it was the size of a record. And I was like, how are you going to keep a collection of those? Anyways, I have cassette tapes. Yes! I have a DAT tape. I still have, like, a lot of old media. But, and I got it's upstairs. I was like, I got a cassette player, record player, cassette player, CD player. Good for you, Off Guard. My kind of people. Please. Oh, Solus, what is up? See, the family's joining up now. Solus, you're up late. Willie Winka. I have 8 tracks. All right, Terry. Now you're just showing off. Now you're just flexing. She's like, I got that. What's that shoehorn thing? The big, where it's like, and it was the big horn. You got some bad news. What's the bad news, Solus? I hope it's not too bad. Jesus. Oh, you didn't take your driver's test. Wait, you didn't take it? Solus, follow up. So you did not even take it? Did you skip it? Did you sleep through it? For those who don't know, Solus was studying to take his driver's test the other day. I told him I ended the chat, in fact, because I wanted him to study. So what happened? You just didn't take it? That's okay. Listen, I got drunk and slept through my first SATs. I didn't even take them. And then I went back, hung over, and scored like a 1200. Are you afraid? You could miss 3. No, my mom was supposed to bring me, but I don't know what was wrong. She just didn't take me. Oh, that's a bummer. But here's a little life hack, a little trick I'm going to teach you right now, Solus. That was meant to be, but at least I have more time to study. And there it is. So what I was going to say is don't fret. You know what I mean? You missed it. That's okay. Stuff like that happens. take this as, you know, you now have the time to prepare. Taking it this Tuesday. Awesome. So I'll be doing a live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday, hopefully we hear from you. Or no. Hopefully if we don't hear from you, we know you're studying. And then Wednesday, we would like to know. And remember, don't worry. If you don't pass it, you'll get it the next one. Sometimes it takes all of us a couple of tries. Remember, it took me 5 years to get out of high school. And twice just to take the SATs. Those things sucked. That's such a dumb, SATs are so dumb. But yeah, good luck. And really, really take this time to focus in on driving. Pay attention, you know. Driving is a huge responsibility. My God, it's so scary. It really is. Because it's such a dangerous but exciting time. So just please be highly alert, pay attention, and always pay attention to everything around you. I'll share something else with you. This guy that I knew that was a trucker, he sat me down one time. He said, you know how truckers drive and they do it to be careful? He said, we drive 5 cars ahead. So what he meant is he's not only keeping the distance between him and the car right in front of him, but he would say, we always keep an eye 5 cars ahead to see what's happening 5 cars ahead. So essentially, if 5 cars ahead of him, you know, are starting to slow down, he's already starting to slow down. And he went through this whole thing. He was an old timer, really smart dude. His kid went to Harvard, you know, just a good guy. And he was like, I remember when I was getting my license and he shared that with me. He was like, always keep an eye 5 cars ahead. So that way you're never shocked. Because that's what happened. Kids get caught up in the moment. They're speeding. They're just looking at the car in front of them. And this happened to me on the highway. You get into a crash and you realize, oh, worst feeling in the world, horrible, people get hurt. So, and yeah, people drive like idiots, 100% blah. You'll do good on the driving part. Drive it like you stole it. That's the advice I should be given. But sometimes we have to get serious on here. That's the only time I'll get serious with the youth. Because the youth are so important. You guys are the future. And you guys can make this future fucking awesome. Don't forget that, Soulless. This world is whatever you want it to be. People tell you we're the land of the free, home of the brave, future is yours. Take them at their word. Say, well, I want to work 3 days a week when I get older. And I want to get paid double what my parents get paid because I see how they struggle. Take them to town. Take them to task. When they tell you children are so important, you say, okay, then why don't you pay us more? I always say that when people are like, oh, it's a teenager's job. I go, why wouldn't you want to pay teenagers, you know, $30 an hour? Have you seen the price of college? Do you know how these kids got to survive? Most of their parents aren't even around. I say, pay these motherfuckers. Sorry, I don't mean the language, but I get hyped up for the children. You know, the kids are so important, and I believe you guys can turn this future into anything you want it to be. If you guys refuse to work 5 days a week, I love the millennials, the zoomers, the zennials, the hippity hoppities, whatever they are, because you guys can curate this world into exactly how you would like it, and you guys have the power. But the power is with the people, so you guys got to stick together, organize, and you guys can make this world kick ass. Have a 4-day weekend every day. I believe it. I tell my kids this all the time. I'm like, if you don't like how shit's going, change it. Change it all. If they tell you like, oh, this country, you can do what you want, then fucking take them to town with that. Take them to task with that. Okay, when my dad first started teaching me how to make a turn, when I was turning the wheel back, straighten it out, turn all the way, and didn't drove into a ditch. That's okay. When I started driving with my dad, this is a long, long time ago. Oh, no, I wasn't even driving. Sorry, this is just a random story. He was driving, and I wasn't paying attention. I was sitting in the front seat, and he goes, hey, am I okay? And I was like, yeah, you're not bad. Or said something along the lines of that. I didn't realize he was asking me if there were cars coming. And I was just like, yeah, man, you good. And he drove out, and there were cars coming, and we almost got T-boned because I just didn't understand. He was asking me to, like, look if there were cars. He was like, hey, am I good or am I okay? Meaning, like, are there cars coming? And I was just this fucking space cadet, like, real bad. And my dad was like, what, are you trying to kill us? And I was like, no, I just thought you meant, like, am I cool? And I was like, yeah, of course you're cool, Dad. You the coolest. And he was like, no, you dumb. Like, are there cars coming? So shit like that happens all the time, Solus. It wasn't my bad, Dad. It was like, I am so sorry. I'll try not to kill us next time. Just be clear, you know. But and Solus, so the lesson in that is like, when you're young, you're dumb, and that's okay. The best time to be dumb is when you're young, because I see some adults out here that are just maroons, and you could tell that they spent their youth thinking they knew it all. So just know sometimes you're dumb, you're young, you got time to learn, okay? But yeah, good memories. God damn, I miss my dad. Uh, in just under a year, it'll be 20 years since he took his life. 20 years. And I'm young, man. I thought about that yesterday. I was like, damn. My brothers didn't have a dad from the time they were 15 and 16. So, yeah, don't be done past 34. Terry, Terry lays it down. I love it. Terry always lays it down. That's right. 33, 34 is the cutoff. So until then, you'd be as stupid as you want. Blah. I'm sorry. Yeah, man. It's tough. My dad passed when I was 33. Yeah. So you get it. I feel for you. We sit in that boat together, Terry. You know that pain is, it's undescribable, that pain. I lost my dad, it was like 21, 2, something like that. My brothers were 15 and 16. Which is brutal, you know, brutal. You forget what he sounds like, you forget all these things, but that was cool that you made me remember that, because I totally forgot about that. But that was funny as shit, because, man, he was so terrified, and I was so terrified that he was going to be mad at me. He wasn't that mad at me, but he was like, are you dumb? Like, are you trying to kill us? But I was just really like a space cadet, like not even thinking. He was like, am I cool? And I was like, you the coolest. And we pulled out into traffic and almost got killed. Yeah, it's definitely hard losing a parent. I lost both mine when I was young, so it's just sucked. And that's why people need to get paid more. That's why people need better access to mental health things. That's why people need better access to addiction recovery things. This is why my life has led me to the beliefs I have, because I've witnessed lots of kind of gnarly things. In fact, I've been writing a book about my life, and I got to keep on it. It's in my notes. You're a very cool space case. Yeah, waiting for the economy to chill, but probably not. Probably not. All right, so guys, thank you everybody for showing up, for real. It's getting late. Actually, I might go on and live stream a little Fortnite. I don't know if you guys, Fortnite, new update, Chapter 5, Season 4, Marvel. Actually, I'm way too tired. I'm just going to bed. Learning to drive in a hayfield. CJ's showing up. Oh, man, now I feel bad that I'm getting off. CJ's in the house. See, this is the fam right here. Love hanging with you guys. I was driving my mom once. She took a weird turn. I looked over my shoulder. Didn't see a truck coming at the angle. It's covered in the park between the windows. Yeah, that's what I mean. You got to be very, very careful. There are a lot of blind spots. And most of the time, the worst part is there are phones now. Like, we had pagers, okay? A pager couldn't distract you while you drove. Like, you could literally watch, like, you know, Game of Thrones while you're driving. It's fucking crazy. So just do me that one thing, Solus. Never, ever look at your phone. Set your playlist before you start to drive, hit play, and don't look down, okay? I didn't get hit or anything, just scared. Yeah, I'm telling you. Fortnite is pretty dope. My kids love it, and they're a little group of friends, but I've been playing and trying to live stream it. Because that's the other thing. I set up a whole YouTube channel to do just Fortnite live streams, and it won't let me live stream, so I got to do it on this one. It's okay. Hopefully you get to spend some time with your wife. No, my wife's working, man. That's the thing that sucks. She works so much. Rent a Tesla and let a parallel park for you, Terry. What are you, trying to kill me? I'll never do that. I've seen those things in their auto drive or whatever they call it. Auto crash. I don't know what they titled it. I don't know the official title. When I drive, I put my phone in between the seat and the middle thing. There you go. Yeah, just put it down and yeah, blah. So keep an eye out. I'm probably not going to tonight. I really wanted to because today's the first night of, or today's the first day of the new chapter. You know what? Maybe I'll get on and do one. I'm just so exhausted, but maybe I'll get on. You can sleep for 2,000 miles. Maybe I'll get on and do one. But I have been doing Fortnite live streams. So if you're into Fortnite, it's fun and we get to talk. I don't have a camera set up yet. Again, if everybody hits subscribe and the notification bell and we can get those watch hours up, I can start bringing some money in. Whoo, doggy. Imagine the things we could do, the places you'll go. So yeah, Blah, Solus, Terry, CJ. So glad you made it, CJ. Who else was it? There were some more people in here earlier. They probably had to leave. I think somebody said they had to go. Off Guard. Thank you for joining. To everybody new, to everybody that's been around, thank you guys so much. Again, I link all of the articles we talked about down below. I also linked the video because I didn't play it tonight. CJ, you probably like LAIKA Studios. They did Coraline and Paranorman, one of my family's favorite movies, Coraline. But they did the new title reveal trailer, if that's what they're calling it. It's like 53 seconds of other movies and then the title of this new one. But I linked it down below just so everybody can watch it because it looks badass. This new movie by LAIKA Studios that did Coraline called Wildwood looks incredible, but it's like a 50-second clip of the title. Just give us the trailer. Come on. Why are they doing this? So I link that down below too. If after this, when it uploads, if you guys want to watch that, or you could just Google it. So yeah, good night, you guys. Good night, Terry, Blah, Solus, CJ. Yeah, if I get on, I might, probably not tonight, tomorrow, because it's the weekend. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll probably stream. Actually, I might just do one. I'm so addicted to this game, this new thing. So yeah, keep an eye out because I'll just go live right on this channel. Casting agency named 99 Casting keeps messaging me. Go for it, man. Make sure it's not a scam, number one. Look them up. Make sure it's not fake reviews like we talked about. Jackpot was awesome with Cena and Aquafina. Jackpot? I don't think I've seen that. I'm going to look that up now. Dang. But Solus, if it's something that you're into, go for it. Life's too short. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. But Blah, maybe I'll see you on Fortnite in like 10 minutes. All right? Thank you guys all for joining. If you haven't, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit that thumbs up. 17, age limit's 18. Don't worry about that. Listen, just remember, to do great things, sometimes you have to work around the rules. You know what I mean? So, good night, you guys. Thanks for joining. Peace.